Hi everybody, Maria here, and today we are going to make a card. And sorry, I've got all my business here. It is going to look something like this. This is a technique that I saw on Marian Emberson's channel, and so I'm just going to share what I learned from you guys and share some of my mistakes, and I really do like it. It feels very artsy to me. This is using one Joann's embossing powder that I've had in my stash for a minute, and then two Wow embossing powders, and it's just like that on the inside. I am not going to do a black blank card blank this time. I'm going to go all white. So let me share with you some of my missteps. We are going to be using the Wow mixed media embossing brush, and I just got this and I used like almost half of it already, teaching myself a little bit. And I used way too much of the ink, and in doing that, it became very liquidy and molten almost, and you can still almost pop it and it becomes wet. So I learned that less is more with this. It still looks pretty neat, I think, but I don't think it's sustainable for like mailing and things like that. So anyways, that is a mistake I learned. So let's just get started here. So I have a blank front here, and that's what we're going to work on. It's just Michael's 110 pound cardstock, and so we are using this is the Joann's powder. I think they still sell these even in like packs of like 10 or 15. This is the Wow Color Blend Verdigris, inspired by, nope, not inspired by anybody. And then this is the Clear Ocean. Okay, so first we are going, and I have a heat tool. It's like, I've had it for a million years. I don't know who makes it or where it comes from. I really am due for a new one. It's cracked at the tip and all that good stuff. So we're gonna start by using our mixed media embossing brush. And like I said before, I think a little bit less is more for this technique. And I don't, like on this one, I went all the way to the top most of the way. I don't think I'm gonna do that as much on this one. So you know what, I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit for you guys to see this. And I know it's white on white, but I need something under my card blank so that I can see, I'm sorry, not for that, so that I can remove it if I get any wetness on there, so that I can not get my embossing powder in it. And we're actually just gonna be layering our embossing powders. So I'm not getting my tip too wet, and I am spreading out this ink. And again, if you saw my haul video, this is just the same ink that goes into the embossing pad. Okay, so I'm spreading. And I went to the top, and I didn't want to do that, but oh well, I filled it in too much, but that's all right. So then I'm gonna put the cap on that, and I'm going to remove this because obviously there is wetness on the paper, but I'm still gonna reuse that for the next time. And I'm gonna start with my darkest color first. Okay, and then I'm just gonna sprinkle all the way on there. And remember, with embossing powders, you're not using as much as you think because you just pull it back off. Oh, that I do like how that came out actually. You put it back in the jar. So we're gonna put that back in the jar. And I've learned a habit that I think most of us use embossing powders at all, anytime, that you have to put the cap back on, otherwise you're gonna spill. I have spilled more than once, and it's very frustrating. See, look at that, silly beans, silly beans. Okay, that's okay, that was just a little bit. So then I'm gonna heat set it, and I will figure out how to mute this for the video. First, you wanna warm up your tool. Okay, All right, that came out really pretty. I love the gloss on this. But I will say this, you guys, couple things. One is the WOW embossing powders are phenomenal and superior to any other embossing powder I've ever used. Two, the ultra slow drying WOW embossing ink is far superior to any embossing ink I've ever used. They are amazing. But this will do because I wanted a color variation and I didn't get one that was as dark as this blue in the WOW embossing powders. Okay, so that was the first color. The next color that we are going to use is going to be the Color Blend Verdigris. We are again going to go in with our WOW Mixed Media Embossing Brush, and we are just going to apply the strokes how we see fit. And you're going to get some resist with this now because you have the first layer on, and that is basically melted plastic, right? So just go in how you see fit. I have to put a light on when I do this, which I have one on for filming, but if I'm not filming, I still have to put on an extra light because I need to see where I'm putting stuff. Okay, and it's just about your artistic vision and where you think it should go. Alrighty then, so next we are going to apply our embossing powder. Again, remove your place where you put your, where you will have some wetness there. Oh, you know what, I should have shut this first because this has got different layers of powder. Okay, shake it on, try to keep it on the paper, give it a good flick, and then you have that on there. And I'm going to go ahead and pour this back on and try to do that. Double layering may help my unsteadiness there much better. Okay, there we go. I'm not worried about that tiny bit. And let's heat this guy up. Okay, that's what we've got so far. Looking good in my opinion, but you know, it's all in the eye of the beholder. So we're gonna let that cool for just a quick second. And then last, we're gonna go in with our Clear Ocean. So we're gonna grab our papers. They're over here to the side. Okay. And we are going to add our ink again. Putting it wherever you want so you get the look that you want. Let's see, let's go a little extra debris at the bottom there. Get more of the color in there. It's like a glitter color. It's really pretty. Spread this nice and thin. This color is a translucent color, so my other colors are still gonna shine through. Okay, so that is that, and then I am going to remove my wet paper and apply my glitter embossing powder. Awesome. Give it some nice good flicks. That's what we have right now, and we're going to put our embossing powder back. Alrighty then, and I did best on that one, yay. And then we're gonna heat this tiger up. Okay, so that part is done. You guys can see that, and I will reuse that paper, you guys, so it's not just a one-time use. So you can kind of see some of that aqua color down in the bottom here from that last layer. I think it's so pretty, and it just gives a nice look here. So that, oh, I got some wetness on here, so let's clean that up. All right, so that is the base portion of our card, and I still have some embossing powder here. I just want to clean it up. All right, so next we are going to, this is my card blank, and I just need to score it in half. So this was just the other portion of the card front that I have, and I am going to get my scoring tool. So this is 11 by 4 1/4. No, yeah, 11 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. So that's going to just do that, and grab my bone folder. And I'm just going to take that, and I am going to butt it up against the edge of the scoring tool, or the, I think I went one place too far, so we're just going to bump it up. Still can make that work. There we go. And then put away that. All right, there we go. Scoring board. That was the word I was looking for. I lose my words sometimes. Anyway, all right, so this is what we have so far. This is slightly smaller, and it's gonna sit on top of there. Just wanna make sure. So it's just gonna have a slightly different look than that one. And we are going to use the set from Neat and Tangled. It's from 2016, and it is called Awesome. So that comes with stamps and dies. So first we are gonna do our stamp. And we are going to use the You Are So at the top there. And I am also going to use my Mini Misty. And a piece of scrap. Let me grab a piece of white scrap. Okay, so I'm stamping the You Are So, and I'm going to put on my magnets. Okay. And let's go that. Okay, and it needs one more, hopefully. That's just it. All right, and I just used my Ranger Archival ink. Okay, that's it for that guy. And I just give my stamps a wipe. All right, then we're also going to use the die portion of this, which I usually have on that little magnet, but I put it in wrong. So it's the Awesome. So we're going to die cut the Awesome in blue and black. So I just need a scrap piece of black. Think is that big enough? It is. So we're going to do that at the same time. I have a scrap piece of blue and a black. They're both heavy. I think it'll work. So I'm going to cut that on my Gemini, my Crafter's Companion Gemini. Yes, my plates are well loved. So we're going to do that. I don't want to cut into my magnetic mat because that would be yicky. And we're just going to tape it down so it doesn't move the paper. And send that tiger through. Okay, did not go all the way through, so we're going to send it one more time. I knew it was a possibility because it's extra thick paper. They're both 110-pound cardstock, so let's see if we got it out. Well, move the tape. We got one Awesome in black. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, so we got it in the black, so let's just cut it in the blue so we don't waste too much paper, right? Can I get that out with that? Nope. Let's get my pokey tool. Here we go. Okay. just get the blue. So we're going to send that through again, just in the blue. All right, here we go. So that cut beautifully. Yeah, it's a lot to ask a small piece of, a small die that's got some intricate designs on the smaller portion, the script, to cut out of 600. I'm sorry, I was going to say 600 GSM, but we don't do GSM, out of 220 pounds of cardstock. So there is that. So we are done with our die cutting and our stamping. All right, so now we're going to decide if we like the black on the blue or the blue on the black for this. So here is the black with the blue. Oh, that's very pretty. And then here is the blue with the black, which is also very pretty. I think I'm gonna go with the black and blue again. Okay, so, but I'll use that on something else. So here is a small trick that I like to use because I tried to glue this a few different ways and it is so fine. So I decided to put it through my mini Xyron here. But you also know you can get all the stickies with this that come out funky. So a trick that I learned was, if you have an electronic die cutting machine, you can take your embossing mat and put it face down into the embossing mat and run it through your electronic die cutting machine. But you do have to take out your magnetic mat. So we're going to stick that in there and run it through. And then it should press it together and make it so that it makes it easier to use, or easy to peel apart, sorry. Here we go. Pull that guy off. Take that out. Okay. Here we go. Let's see how that worked. Brilliant. Look, perfect. No sticky. All right. But they're sticking out with my hands in the back of the wrapper. All right, let's put that on. So I'm going to take this off. And I am going to start with the S in the middle. And because that is basically the middle letter almost. Yeah, it is. It is. And then gently place the others. Sorry, this takes concentration for me. So how is your day going, you guys? I hope that you are doing great. I'm just pressing it into there because it's smooth. All right. So there's that. Lovely. Okay. And then we're going to cut this guy out. Just going to use my Cricut trimmer. Let's start by getting a clean edge on this side. Use that for more stamping. Pretty good, I think. It's a little fat for me. Let's make it a little thinner. I don't know if I can do it on my trimmer, but I'm gonna try. Nice, okay. So I have that. And then I'm just gonna grab some scissors and I'm just gonna make the end wonky because I think that looks good. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Gonna do a little more off there. Okay. Then we're gonna put this puppy together. All right. I think that I have a little too much white space at the bottom, and I am not a stickler for caring if my card is exactly a 5 1/4 by a 4 1/2. I am using a big trimmer. because sorry, I moved my camera. I find that it cuts more cleanly than my little guy. I'm also going to take an amount off this to match. Sorry. Let's see how that looks. Not bad, but I want to take a little off the side too. I find that the guillotine trimmer takes multiple layers off better and doesn't make them wonky. All right, let me see if I want to do anything else to this cute card. All right, you know, I think I'm going to round some edges. So let's use this one. I think I'm going to use the 1/2 inch, and I'm just going to round the bottom. So let's see how that looks. I did not do this on the other one. Oh, I like that. Okay, so let's do that. Let us start by putting this down on there. We are going to use some basic, this is basic tape. So I am just going to take my tape and I'm going to start at the corner top. And I'm going to use my stamp block to tear it kind of even. It does have a rounded corner, so I will have to adhere that backwards onto the card. Okay, that guy's out. I used to be able to get this tape at a local dollar store, but I haven't seen it there in a while, so I'm super bummed. But I'm kind of a hoarder, so I have a lot right now. I'll just have to find a substitute sometime. Okay, so I'm gonna peel this one back off so I can add one more piece right here. All right, perfect. All right, so let's peel all these off. Did I not rub these in? I think I didn't rub these in. Oh well. C'est la vie. There we go. Then put this corner back. I will make sure that I rub it in from the back. Okay, if you are like a clean and simple card maker, this probably is not your cup of tea because the embossing powder is just, the nature of it is messy, period. But it's fun and it's pretty, in my opinion. Okay, there's that. Okay, so then I'm gonna grab a scrap piece of paper real quick, just so I can rub my card into it. The reason I'm choosing a scrap piece and not my mat is because my mat is glass and I think it'll just rub crap back into it. Sorry, should have made that word doesn't, but some people don't like that word. Okay. Right, so that's what we have right now. Now we have our awesome and our you are so. So I'm gonna put red liner tape on the back of the you are so because it sticks better to things that have that kind of slick surface. So let's put that guy back on there. And anybody who knows about red liner tape, you absolutely have to rub in the back of red liner tape or that tiger ain't coming off. So let's do that. Perfect. So we could put it here, we could put it here, we could put it here. I think we're gonna go right there. Make sure I'm getting it kind of straight. Perfect, enough. Then my awesome, I think I'm gonna put him on some 3D foam tape. Sorry for all the noises. I'm going in and out of my drawers right next to me to get things like my tapes and things. I am going to add a wee bit of glue because sometimes foam tape does not stick. And this is Kalal glue in a bottle, tacky glue. I do love Collage glue, both the tacky and the all-purpose. Okay. Oh yeah, I like that. And pull that off and add the glue again. It just gives the 3D foam tape a better chance of staying longer. Put that guy right about there. Okay, oh, I like that. Okay, I still think this one probably needs a couple of gems. So I'm gonna grab some gems, which are right over here. So here is a pack of gems from the Paper Studio, which I love. And let's do the same colors. I think again we're gonna go with the dark blue. Let's add some dots. Just do 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2, and do I want to do a green to bring out the mint? 3 right there, and then small again over here. I'm gonna take a chance with the embossing powder and still do one like I did on the other card and do it right there. So we'll do this one. Sorry, you can't see me probably right there. And then this one right there. All right. So that is our card that we have made today. Let me just put my cap back on my glue. All right, you guys, so there it is. You are so awesome. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video and our recreation of a similar card. And tell me which one you guys like better. Tell me if you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.